Thank you so much for joining me for the weekly Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle Cards readings. I'm so excited to have you here with me. We're going to be using the Intuitive Life Coaching app to do a weekly overview every Sunday. There are actually four. This is what it will look like if you download it on your phone. This app is available for your iPhone as well as for Android phones. And there are four buttons on the screen. The first one is readings, which takes you into the different readings you can do. You can do a 1 card, a 3 card, or a 5 card reading. And then there's the browse button. And if you have the free version, you'll only see 11 cards, but there's actually 77 in this deck. And then there is the journal, which allows you to save your readings by time and date. And then there's the about, which tells you a little bit more about me and Indigo software. So let's get started. This reading is for the week of March 9th through the 15th. We're going to do a 5 card reading and look at the week ahead. You always want to make sure that you get very focused, very centered. Call in your angels and guide and your spiritual team as well as your higher self. Make sure that you feel centered. Get clear about whatever it is you're asking for clarity on or greater understanding. And then as soon as you have a connection, go ahead and click anywhere on the screen and begin to draw your cards. And whatever one you naturally feel drawn to is the right card. There are 77 cards to choose from. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the situation card. For the situation this week, we have the nourishment card, and the emotional challenge, we have spiritual growth. This is a very exciting week. In the solution card is the power struggle card, and coaching advice is connected. And in the potential card, we have hibernation. So our angels and guides are coming through to tell us that we need to make ourselves and our needs a priority for this week. That we may be lacking taking care of whatever it is that we need at this time. And nourishment could be that we need to do the special care things for ourselves. We need to take care of ourselves better by drinking more water, or maybe we need to exercise more, or maybe we need to just take out more time for relaxation. But it could be also about validating our feelings. It's about providing nourishment in whatever form that we need it for this week. Our guides are coming through and saying that it's very important for us to listen to our inner self, to our inner voice this week, because there's things going on that we need that we aren't validating. So let's take a look at this card. It says you're being asked to take time out for self-care. Are you nourishing your mind, body, and spirit? This card shows up for you today because you may be neglecting your self-care. What is it you have been meaning to do for yourself that you are still not doing? You are being guided to take action and make your mind, body, and spirit a priority now. It may be time for you to change your diet, drink more water, exercise, or maybe even just pamper yourself. If you continue to ignore this guidance, you may feel as if you're spinning in circles. In order to move forward at this time, it is imperative that you begin to nourish yourself. And there are many different ways that you can nourish your mind, body, and spirit. So this card is talking about it is really important for you to listen to whatever it is and validate your needs right now. And that could even mean that you need to take time off from work. Or maybe you just need time by yourself. Or maybe you just need to go have fun. Maybe you're overworking. Or maybe you're not validating how you're feeling about a situation. So you need to take time and listen to what's going on within you and what you need, and then validate that. And in the emotional challenge card, we have the spiritual growth card. It says you're currently experiencing a lesson required for your spiritual evolution. Our angels and guides are coming through and talking about how we find ourselves in right now. We tend to recreate a similar situation that we've been through before, and that's because we're really not looking at the core issue of this problem. And the core issue is always within you. It's always inside of you. It's never outside of you. So if you're finding yourself in a constant power struggle with someone else, if you're finding yourself in a situation where you just feel like you can't move forward, or there's a specific situation that keeps, or a certain type of person or situation that keeps showing up in your life over and over again, this card is showing us that we're actually recreating that because we haven't got to the root issue of the problem, the core reason that needs to be healed. So let's look at this card. It said you may feel as if you are in the waiting room of life. If you feel like there is no movement, it is most likely because you are experiencing a lesson that is required for your spiritual growth at this time. This is a soul lesson, something that you need to understand and learn before you end this cycle and begin a new one. The way to find these lessons is to look for repeated patterns. Do you have unhealthy relationship patterns or situations that seem to repeat themselves like a broken record? If you do, take a very close look at these situations and ask yourself what it is you need to learn from this so you can move forward. And then this card is talking about you could be breaking free from old beliefs such as fear, poverty consciousness, or unhealthy dysfunctional relationships. So this card is encouraging you to do the inner work necessary. This week is all about our self-care, our inner awareness, and going within. And then because in the potential card we have hibernation, which tells me that we really just need to take time out from the rest of the world to get very clear about some decisions that are coming up for us. So this is a week of introspection for all of us. And the solution card, and this is connected with the emotional challenge, we have the power struggle card. It says you may be involved in a power struggle between two or more people. And when this is in the solution card, it's telling us that if we happen to get in a situation where we just don't feel like we're being heard, or where we just don't feel like the other person cares enough to listen or hear our side, and we keep trying to get them to understand, and they just refuse to see our side, then we could be in a situation that is not about reconciliation, but more about power struggling. So let's look at this card. It says a power struggle happens when two people or a group of people are fighting against each other instead of working together. Each person has their own agenda or opinion, and they may not be willing to see each other as an equal in this situation. No person is superior to another regardless of their position. Each person has an equal right to have their needs met. Be willing to understand the other person's point of view and let go of the need to be right. This person could be unwilling to compromise or see both sides of the situation. There are always two sides to every story. When we get caught up in our own story, it can be difficult to see the other side. So take a step back, breathe, and be willing to look at this from a space of love. If this person still refuses to take into consideration your needs or the needs of the group, it doesn't mean that you have to let go of what is in your best interest or in the best interest of the group as a whole. You can always agree to disagree, but whatever happens, refuse to contribute your energy to this power struggle any longer. Continuing to power struggle is a waste of your precious time and energy. Pull out of this energetically toxic situation and neutralize this situation with the refusal to give it any more of your attention, at least for now. So it looks like we are really being forced to deal with some core issues and rising above some limitations that we have in regards to the types of relationships we get into. And this has been a theme over the past couple weeks. If we go back to last week and the week before, we can really look and see how we are working through our emotional uh, baggage or limited beliefs in regards to relationships. It's a big theme for this month. And in the coaching advice, it says you are very connected. We have the connected card, and it says you are very connected to the heavenly realms. And this card is telling you that you are getting divine guidance, that your guides and angels have come through, that they are always giving you signs, that they were always giving you guidance. And sometimes you may be disregarding that guidance as a coincidence, or you may even think that you are the one that it's in your imagination, or you're the one that came up with the idea, but really you are connected and you're getting guidance. So if you have a really strong gut feeling this week about a certain situation, you are being asked to follow your guidance because you are very connected. So let's look at this card. You are connected to the angelic realms, your guardian angels, guides, and source. You play an important role in teaching unconditional love. You are everyone else's go-to person, and you may even have a career in holistic healing arts profession. Regardless of what vehicle you use to spread love and light, you are an important part of uplifting and awakening the consciousness of others. You are helping many people, even if you are not aware of it. As you shine your bright light and stay in that place of unconditional love, you serve as a guide and a teacher to all those around you. Your guides and angels are reminding you that you are never alone. At any time, all you have to do is call on them and ask them to bring you clarity and or healing to any situation. You have wisdom beyond your years and compassion to boot. This may seem like a lonely path at times, but that is an illusion because you are supported and loved at all times. So if this is a little bit of a difficult, challenging week for you in regards to relationships or just trying to take time out for self-care, take time to go into meditation and connect with your angels because you are getting guidance. And in the potential card, our angels and guides are asking us to just be. They want us to get away from all the hustle and bustle of life, all the busyness, all the things that we think we have to do this week, and just relax. So let's look at this card. It says your soul needs time alone for meditation and rest. It is time to withdraw from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Take time out in meditation and rest. Pick up a good book, watch a good movie, take a nap, or take time to just be. Being alone is the best way to gain clarity about your life's directions. Learn to enjoy spending time alone. When we are always being and doing for everyone else, it is easy to neglect our own needs. This is another huge message as far as nourishment, that we really need to take care of ourselves and we need to listen to what we need and not always just focus on what everyone outside of us wants from us. So this is very important. This is a week of self-care. This is a week of examining any situations that seem to keep popping up, that we seem to keep recreating over and over. And this is a week of listening to our guidance, to following our guidance, to honoring how we're really feeling, because our angels and guides are saying we're getting knowledge. They're giving us knowledge and information and clarity about a certain situation, and it is up to us to follow that guidance. And just take time out to just relax. Have a wonderful week, and thank you everyone for joining me. My name is Kelly T. Smith, and you can find me at www.intuitivelifecoachingwithkelly.com. Go ahead and stop by my website because I have a new download for you guys, and you can download it, a free audio called aligning with your authentic self. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great week. Blessings.